What is going on? Welcome back to another video. Starting this one a little bit later. Just got done with school a little bit ago. Decided to pick up the camera and here we are. A little bit of a different video for you guys this week. I know in the past I've always posted like gym stuff. Today we are not in the gym. Today is actually a rest day, so a little bit of a rest day vlog for all you guys out there watching this. Yeah, gonna do a little protein bar review, so that should be good. On the way to town right now to pick all of them up. Usually I like to stay active on my rest days and try not to get sedentary. One thing that I like to do on my rest days just to help stay active is go shopping, get my grocery shopping done, go get any clothes I need, anything I need in town. Just walk around the store for a little bit, see what's going on. Just stay active so I can still burn more calories because I am still in a deficit trying to lose weight, get unfat. I saw a lot of you saw my last video. I hope y'all liked it. But I appreciate every one of you who watched it. I know that was a good video. And I'm glad a lot of people got to see it too. Hopefully it inspired some of y'all to get your diet right and get your get back in the gym, get your training regimen up to par. All right, guys, made it to Meijer. Let's go see what they got. Alrighty, found a couple good ones in there. Got them right here. Got the package secure. I'll show you all what we got once we get back to the house. Now I'm gonna run over to Walmart quick, see what they got, and then that'll kick off the review. Alrighty, warping home. So Walmart was pretty much a bust. We only got one of the bars there. So Walmart wasn't too good for the selection, but it is what it is. And good thing Meijer was very stocked up and they had a lot of choices to choose from. So how's this gonna work? I'm gonna put them all in this box here, and then we're just gonna select them out randomly, and then give them a review. And of course, we do have the zero sugar mug root beer. Can really hardly tell any difference from the regular one. And it's 0 calories, so, and it tastes amazing. But that's gonna be the old palate cleanser. And just a disclaimer, I am no like nutritionist. I have no like certifications or anything on how like nutrition is and what you should do. These reviews are going off of what I know from what I need, these reviews are going to be from what I know, like what I've like personally researched and like looked into on how a bar is good, and then also on taste. Oh, bar number 1, Robert Irvine's FitCrunch. Let's see. Calories 210, fat 11, carbohydrate 16, and protein 16. So the first thing I see is that the fats are really high on this, which is going to increase the calories, which is not what we want. Carbs 16 isn't terrible. Protein 16, I wish that was a little higher. Personally, 16 doesn't seem like enough. This is more of like a special treat. This isn't more of like a actual functional protein bar, just from looking at the macros. But let's see how it tastes. All right. Give it a little cross cut here. That's what it looks like on the inside. Texture is on point. It's got that chewiness, but then it also has that crunch in there, which is really good. Honestly, don't taste whey protein too much. Tastes very chocolatey. Very good bar. One of those ones that you have on a special treat. Not something that you should be eating often. The macros, I give the macros probably like a 6, but taste, I'll give them like an 8. So we'll settle in the middle. This bar gets like a 7. Time for that palate cleanse. Oh, the MetRX Big 100 Super Cookie Crunch. I will say this is one of my favorite bars. I've had these a lot in the past. Going off the macros, 410 calories, 13 fat, 42 carbs, and 32 protein. This is a very good meal replacement. I eat these very often whenever I'm in a situation where I don't have enough time, but I also need to get food in. 32 grams of protein in a bar is crazy. This is a very good meal replacement bar. The macros are very good, and let's see how the taste is. Here. So that's what the cross cut looks like. Nothing crazy. Texture, not too hard, not too soft, perfectly in the middle. Taste is amazing. Tastes as close to a brownie as you can get with those macros. One of the best bars I've ever had. This is phenomenal. I personally eat these all the time, and I know I always enjoy them. The only complaint I do have is back when I had braces. This was a little tougher to eat with braces, but most people don't have braces. Macros, perfect meal replacement. I give it a 9.1, and then taste. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this for the macros it has. So I'll give it a flat 9. So we'll go 9.05 for this rating. The Pure Protein Chocolate Deluxe. This one, I do eat a lot, just like the last one. This is one of my favorites. Macros, 180 calories, only 4.5 grams of fat, 17 carbs, and 21 protein. Now that is a phenomenal macros for a bar. 21 protein, that's a good amount. Only 17 carbs and only 4.5 grams of fat. This is a very functional bar. If you're looking for a bar with the greatest macros, I think you'll find Pure Protein's the way to go. They make a bunch of flavors. This is the one with the highest amount of protein. This is very good because it does not have an overload of fats and carbs, which add a lot of calories. And it does have a good amount of protein. But let's see how the taste is. Give it a little cross section. That's what the cross cut looks like. One thing I do like about Pure Protein is on their advertisement, it's nothing too far away from what their bar actually looks like. Now, if you look at that looks pretty similar to that. I mean, it's not perfect by any means, but the advertising is real. And it looks pretty similar to what the package says. And a lot of bars, like I'm sure you'll see later on in the video on some later bars, the package looks nothing like the actual bar. Let's see how this tastes. With this one, I can definitely tell that this is a lot more protein than that first one there, Robert Irvine's FitCrunch. It's definitely smaller and it has a lot more protein, but I can definitely taste it, but it's not terrible. This is one of those bars where it's palatable, it doesn't taste awful, and the macros are great. So this is definitely, I would recommend this one. But this one, macros, can't get much better. I'd say 9.5 for the macros. And then Taste, I would say it's about a 6.5. We'll settle in the middle, about like, I give this bar an 8.5 out of 10. Very good bar, would definitely recommend. Oh, here we go. Legendary Foods Protein Pastry. I've had the other ones in the past. I have not tried the brown sugar. Macros on these, 180 calories, 8 grams of fat, 22 carbs, and 20 protein. Not terrible. They're definitely not as good as the pure proteins, but still pretty decent. But let's see how it tastes. So that's what the cross section looks like. Looks like a puffy Pop-Tart. But let's see how this one tastes. That is not bad at all. That one actually caught me by surprise. I've had these in the past, and they were terrible because they were super dry, and they're also, all you could taste is the whey protein in there. Now, I will say, you can still taste a little bit of that whey protein. It's still a little bit underlying, but that filling in the middle there is so good. It's super sweet, and that just totally overpowers the whey protein feeling. Texture, tastes like a Pop-Tart. Taste on that one is a flat 9, and then for the macros, they're about like a 6.5. So we'll settle in the middle. This bar gets about an 8.25. Alright. This one is the one I'm nervous about. The TruBar cookie dough. Let's see here. Macros. 190 calories. 9 grams of fat. 23 carbs. And only 12 protein. This one seems to be disappointing. This is a mom's bar. This is a bar that a mom in her 40s should be eating because she goes to the gym. This is not a lifter's bar. This is a casual gym goer's bar is what this is. I don't see any crazy preservatives in them. That's why I think this is popular. But let's open it up and see how it tastes. What is this? This is exactly what I was talking about earlier. This looks nothing like the picture. Yep. What'd I tell ya? I want you guys to tell me if this and this looks anything like. This is just typical of bars like this. They put that super good looking cookie dough in there loaded with chocolate chips. Make you think, oh, this is going to be amazing. But it looks like a sad, depressed, like, I don't even know what that looks like. Let's give it a shot. That's awful. It just tastes like soy. That's all that is soy. Texture, I actually did like the texture on it, I'm not going to lie. Taste, it tastes like nothing. And then at the end, you get hints of soy, like soy chocolate. This one, I give the macros, get like a... Macros get a 5. 5 for a macros. Taste gets a 7. So this bar overall gets a 6. What do we got? What do we got? Quest. Quest, I know this one is also very popular. Let's see how the macros are. Calories, 190. Total fat is 9. Total carb is 22. And protein is 21. This one, not bad. Almost the same macros as the last TruBar we did, but it has almost double the protein, which that's a good sign. The only thing I do see is this thing is loaded with fibers and sugar alcohols. Fiber, y'all know what fiber does. It helps your digestive system. Sugar alcohols aren't bad necessarily, but if you don't have them often and you're not used to them, they will upset your bowels quite a bit, and you will be spending more time in the bathroom than usual, we could just say. It gives you explosive diarrhea if you're not used to sugar alcohols. So that's one thing to be aware about with a lot of these protein bars. Let's see how this one looks. Frick, it's like a brick. Building a house out of those things. That's a crosscut for you. A little bit of chocolate in there. Not too bad. One thing I did notice when I was cutting this one was really frickin' dense. But let's see how it tastes. That one is the definition of mid. It tastes alright. Macros aren't that great. Texture was alright. It was just dense. Taste, it didn't taste like anything at first, and then slowly you could start tasting the whey protein, and it wasn't that great for the macros. Macros was too much fat, a lot of sugar alcohols. Macros get probably like a 7.5, and then taste gets a 6. So the bar overall gets a 6.25. This one I've never had. The Gatorade Protein Bar. Let's see how it looks for the macros. 360 calories. 13 fat. 41 carbs. And 20 grams of protein. The first thing that pops out to me that makes me feel like this is not going to be the best for macros is it has 28 grams of added sugars. That is a lot of unneeded bullcrap. But I guess we'll have to see how it tastes. It's a lot of carbs for the amount of protein that's in here, and a lot of fats. This reminds me of basically the MetRX bar, just with less protein. Alright. Looks like one of those crunch bars. Crunchy, nice granola bar things. See how it tastes. Initial taste, not terrible. The initial taste is actually pretty good. Tastes like a crunch bar pretty much. Can't really taste protein at all. Definitely not a bad bar. Macros, only 20 protein for 41 carbs. We'll give the macros about like a 7.25 for the macros. And then the taste was actually pretty good. I'll give the taste like an 8.2. So we'll settle around like 7.8, 7.9-ish for the overall score of this bar. Gatorade bar. Not bad. Last bar of the day. This one I personally never had either. PWRCrunch Protein Energy Bar. Macros, 14 grams of fat right off the bat. Yikes. 7 of them are saturated. That's good. 11 carbs, not bad. And only 13 protein. So these macros are pretty subpar. I would give this bar not the best macros. See what we're looking like here. Immediately taking that out of the package, it smells like Girl Scout Thin Mints, which are pretty fire. It's a crosscut there. Protein wafer, apparently this is. Let's give it a shot. It's all right. Texture, they got the wafer texture on point. Real crunchy, real crispy. That's how I like my wafers. And for the taste, immediately you can taste the mint, which is pretty good. That made me feel nice and happy. But then they revealed their true self, and I could really taste like some weird proteiny aftertaste. Not the best. For macros, I would give it like a 4. 4 out of 10 for macros. Nothing. Terrible macros. But for taste, I'll give it a solid 6.75. So we'll meet in the middle, about 5.5 for the overall. No hate towards any of these companies who make these bars. I'm just somebody who gives a review on them, and I just gave a review on them. Some of them are for me, but some other people like the ones that I hate, and some people hate the ones I like. That's going to wrap it up for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know this one was a little bit different to what you guys are normally seeing, but definitely leave a comment what you thought of it, and also what you want to see next. If you did enjoy it, please like the video. It really helps out the channel. But yeah, I'll see you next week.